You'll have to excuse me. Still a little bit sick, and so my voice isn't fully recovered. But anyway, today is still Thursday, August 18th, 2022. It's late in the evening. But today, I did successfully, much earlier in the morning, I did go for a 77 run. I could tell that I didn't go as far, not quite as far as what I normally would have on a 77. I probably was about a quarter mile less, maybe only an eighth of a mile. But I was just moving a little bit. It felt like I was moving slow. And after a week having not run, because I hadn't run since the 11th, and here it was the 18th. And so 6 full days without running. And I guess my muscles had repaired themselves. How dare they repair themselves and become compact and taut? Because they just felt like weights, just tight weights attached to me. And it took them a little while to, stretch and work. And I guess I could have stretched before running, but I generally don't, which is probably bad. But I think that to myself, but I don't do anything. It's just like I just go. Whatever stretching needs to happen will happen. Naturally, I just take it slow and let the muscles that need to work themselves in. I don't push it. I let them naturally warm up. That's what I say. I don't know if it's true or not. But it works for me. And but I had a nice little run. And I guess the only other thing of note, besides being back at it again today, hopefully I'm back at it. It wasn't just a one-off. Was that when I was on the way back from the end of Stellar, out the far end of Stellar cul-de-sac, and on my way back through the Cyber Disc golf course. I passed a woman who was like out exercise walking herself while pushing a stroller with like little ones in it, and she was going the other direction. I'm running back, and I've got the sun in my eyes, and I just give a silent little wave. I couldn't tell if she did anything or not, because I'm not really paying attention. And but shortly after I saw her, I saw a little shoe, a wee little shoe, just sitting on the ground. And I just well, that must have been theirs. And the kid kicked it off or threw it off. So I just scooped it up and turned around and went back after them. And I was like, well, I hope they didn't duck into the residential neighborhood, because, well, if I have to go find them, well, I will, but I don't want to. But luckily for me, they hadn't. They were still on the paved trail off the golf course. So I could see them way up there, and I just had to go chase them down. So I did, and yeah, I wasn't sure about exactly chasing after a single woman with 2 small children with a shoe. Exactly how does one approach them? And there were a few points, where she's stopping and she's looking for something, and she gets going, or at least it looked like she was looking for something. and then she moves forward a little bit, and then she'd stop again, and she'd look for something. And I got close enough to, kind of yell. And I was like, I don't want to startle her. And of course it startled her, because I always startle people. And I was like, excuse me. And good morning. I found this. And just shoe in hand. And she just surprised, thanks. And I kept on going. I don't think I didn't break my jog. I just circled them. And then kept on going. And that was it. But it made my run difficult to determine how off I was, because a good bit of my run was backtracking back and forth that distance. And so when I got back into this territory, on the far end of my run, I got up to the top of the hill here, what I consider to be the top of the plateau. And I was already almost done. I was like, oh, well, cool. I guess I'm not going out past the tennis courts again. I'll just cut it short and walk the rest of the way. Get my 77 done. And I was like, oh, but I could extend it. I could go 88 or 99. It's like, no. After taking a week off and after being sick, and still slightly being sick, just being out there and doing a 77, that's good. That I don't need to. It'll be okay. So that's what I did. And then, got back, showered, and went to the grocery store, and then came back and ate some food and watched some YouTube, and then went to lie down to take a nap, and before the 7 o'clock Thursday night men's closed discussion meeting tonight, and I set my alarm to wake up just after 6 o'clock so I could go to that, and I didn't wake up until just after 9, so I missed it. And part of the reason why, there's multiple reasons why I like to go to that one, but one of the new reasons, one of the reasons for this week, in addition to the other ones, was, to keep rumor control in effect, because there are people that, my gosh, they like to spread rumors, and to come up with theories and conspiracies and about, other people, because they have, I guess, nothing better to do. And they don't know how to mind their own business, and they assume that everything about everyone else is some of theirs. Or maybe I'm just being, who knows. I doubt anybody. They better not have, but I'm just overly sensitive about this. And it is healing. This is 5 days. So, not too bad. But anyway, so that was my day off. And I did go to the bank and deposit some funds that have been just accumulating. So got that taken care of. I don't like doing financial chores, even if they are to my benefit. But still, I have to. Well, I don't have to. I choose to do it the way that I do. And it works. So. Anyway. But I guess I just wanted to make a visibility video, and so I'll be laying back down for a little while, and then going to work in the morning, and I'll be entering into my 6th day work week. And yeah, that's my life. Basically how I prostitute my time and energy in exchange for money. And to be able to afford a place to live and have food and freedom, yeah, comes at a price. But that is the nature of the prison that our society has built up for itself and considers life and fair compensation for living in it and working in it and being a part of the community and being able to have access and use the resources of the community in a shared, responsible way, and pooling resources together to be able to create it and maintain it. And then whatever individual comforts a person wants or activities, that's what the rest of their discretionary money can go to. But as far as like taxes go, and it's like you're either part of the tax pool or you're part of the government funding, I guess. It's complicated. But I've always been part of the tax pool, the creators of content, creators of capitalism. Good old reliable taxable income. The orthodox. So, anyway, I don't know any other way to live. So, it's hard to make room. It's hard to make improvement if I don't know any other way to live. And this is the one I've got. This is what I've got available. And yeah. And I've got nothing really pressing or concerning to change the way that things are. It's just me. And if I don't have a problem with it, then yeah, nothing changes, nothing changes. And if there isn't a problem, then probably, or if I don't know that there's a problem, or even if I think that there is a problem or feel that there's a problem, but I have no idea how to go about doing anything about it, or feel powerless to affect change in my own situation. And I'll just do what I know how to do and focus on that. And I can do that for a long time. And I'll think, isn't there something bothering me? It's like, oh yeah, do I know how to do anything about that yet? I don't. Huh. Has anything changed? I don't know. So, more will be revealed. Well, anyway, I guess that's all I got. I should go. So, good night.